Hello, everyone, dear classmates and teacher comments. This is Pablo Salinas. And for the first part of the activity, we are going to talk about the word culture. I found two different meanings, and the first one is culture is a collection of shared beliefs, values, behaviors, and practices that define a group of people. And the second one is the set of patterns of human activity within a society or a social group. Well, what I understand that culture is how we act, think, and behave based on um, shared values in our society. For example, one of the best thoughts that I have is uh, we believe in God, right? Here in America and in different parts in the world, uh, we know as God and Jesus Christ, like His Son and His mother Maria. Okay, that's one of our beliefs, right? Because we grew up learning about the church, the Pope, the Catholicism, right? But what about people or different countries in Asia? What about Japan, China, um, India, maybe Thailand, right? Maybe their beliefs and their traditions are different from us. Their God is not the same God as we believe. They know about him because they know him, but it's not the main God for them. Why? Why is this? Because it's about their tradition. We know that their people have more than hundred of years and they came with a lot of traditions and their culture is a little bit different from American cultures, right? For the second part of the video, we are going to read two different uh, interesting cultures around the world. The first one that I got here is the headhunters of Nagaland in India. Well, let me read a little bit about this. Northeast India is the home of too many fascinating tribes and interesting cultures around the world. But the Konjac tribe, or the fierce headhunter of Nagaland, seems to be the most intriguing to us. One of the largest tribes in the remotely located Nagaland, Konjaks are known for their valor who took pride in severing the heads of their opponents' warriors as trophies to be hung at their morons. It's like a traditional community house, and they put the heads over there. So the Konjaks are seen in the remote village of Longwa in Mon district of Nagaland. Even till 1969, headhunting was practiced in Nagaland. The Konjaks believed that a young man's passage to manhood could only be completed after he will bring back a head to the village. So they used to fight their enemies to kill, rip off their heads, and bring the heads back to decorate the morons. With each kill, they got a tattoo on their face or a chest, which is perhaps one of the most uh, like rare aspects of the tribe. These tattoos define their honor and pride, and the conscious believe that if they did not get a tattoo, they will not be able to get a good life after a good afterlife. Sorry. However, with the advent of modernity, things have changed. Now, the Konjaks are no longer headhunters, but they still retain their brave and fierce disposition. There are now only a few headhunters left in the Longwa village. The best time to see the Konja Nagas is to visit during the Aoling festival that usually takes place in April every year. Well, one of the interesting facts of the Konjaks is like um, one of the way to the manhood it will be only through killing people or getting the head of their enemies as a trophy. Uh, um, I don't know if they if they still continue keeping their trophies or the school. in this the world or this kind of house, because if they have a lot of tattoos, I see some pictures about them, and mostly all their faces or chest were tattooed. So it means that they fought a lot in the past, right? So I can imagine like how were this community house or this wall with a lot of heads. And it's interesting thinking like the only way to get a good afterlife will be just killing somebody else, right? So this is the one of the most interesting facts about this culture. And the second culture that I got was the Khasi, the Khasi community of Meghalaya in India. Um, the Khasi community is the main indigenous group calling home to the Indian state of Meghalaya. They are the matrilineal community. Here, the property belongs to the youngest daughter of the family. Children receive the last name of the mother, and it also involves matrilocal residence, which means that after marriage, the husband comes to reside with the wife's family. Owing to all these reasons, Khasis live a very different life from their mainland Indian counterparts. The first time I went to Meghalaya, it was the month of August in 2018. My local guy, Kra, took me to bustling markets, chattering women sat next to each other. Others carried baskets full of feathery chickens or their heads. Women dressed up in local Khasi dress, chopped meat. It was an egalitarian society. I noticed a close-knit society everywhere I went. Crow hails from Masiran. It's the rainiest place on earth. If someone doesn't have a house in our village, we get together, give them a plot of land, and build them a house. Crad told me they can cultivate the land to earn a livelihood. The Khasi community is also very close to nature, and they live in a perfect communion with nature. So, something interesting from this culture is the fact that the husband is going to live the wife's um, with the wife's family. And it's a little bit different because I know something about, for example, the Chinese traditional um, marriage is like the husband is paying for everything, is giving a gift to the wife's family, and is taking his wife to live with him. But here is the opposite, because after marriage, the husband is the one who comes to live with the family. Also, now the all the belongings of the family will be for the youngest daughter, which is not common in Asian countries because when always an example in China, um, when a family gets a daughter, gets as the first son or the first daughter, right? The first child, they are always looking for a second one. They are looking for the boy. This is because it's the only way that the boy can keep the family's surname and is the one in charge of the belongings of the family. He's the one who decides what to do with all the money, all the belongings, or the companies. And it's not the first daughter, it's not the first child, like in here. So it's a little bit interesting about how is matrilineal, I think is the word, because it's the opposite, right? And for the last part of the video, we are going to talk about one of the points if we are agreed for one of the video provided during the class. Well, the video is 7 minutes long, but I think I'm agreeable with the second point. What is the second point? It says something about we need to know about history because it's the only way that we can navigate the present. It's something like that. Um, During the video, the first and the second point, they were like very close uh, about the information, but this one, he gave us an example about the science and the contamination in waters, for example. Science can explain why the water is contaminated and what happens if we do something and it will end at the ocean or how it contaminates and will affect the sea life, right? But we need to know about history because it's the only way that we can know when it start happening or why it start happening. You know what I mean, right? So science, yes, is important, but history is the only way to know about all the facts about why things that are happening now, maybe they resonate in the past or are resonating here in the future or in our present. It's not even the future, it's our present. And it was really interesting to know about all these facts about how we got here from the past. Maybe this video was the purpose was to let us know the importance of knowing historical facts, history, right? That's the point. And pretty much is like what I understood about the video. That is really important to know remarkable facts that happen in the past and how maybe affect or how it changed the world in our present and how our present will change the future. Different countries, they have their maybe the politicians, they have a different arguments or they have different decisions, or the presidents, they will ask for different petitions to the parliament. Well, that's everything for today. Thank you so much for your attention and have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.